are so beautiful to me. What's your definition of beautiful? And as it's been suggested, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So what I think is beautiful, you might not think is beautiful. But when it comes to our human body, what does beautiful mean to you? When you look at your own body, do you want to be beautiful? Do you want to be gorgeous? Do you want to be stunning? Do you want to be healthy? Do you want to be fit? Do you want to be strong? What are the words you want to use to describe your human body? And does that come from the inside or the outside? So my amazing tractor here, he's had a makeover. So Tommy the tractor has been painted. And the question is always asked, of course, why would you paint over a rusty tractor? People might ask, why paint over a rusty car? It's just it might look pretty for a short period of time. Now, first of all, this is a garden ornament, so it doesn't matter. But the question can be asked about the human body because particularly as women, but now men as well, are spending a lot of money on cosmetic changes to the outside of the human body. So whether it's makeup or clothes or some kind of cosmetic intervention, so that a lot of money is being spent on facial changes, whether it's Botox or fillers or plastic surgery, a lot of changes to the outside of the body. But here's my very, very personal question. Where does beauty come from? Your personal inner beauty, does it shine from the inside to the outside, or do you get beautiful on the outside and it makes you feel good on the inside? Now, that's a really interesting question. Do I look really good and then I feel better about myself? Or do I feel good about myself and then it makes me look more beautiful on the outside? If I'm a happy, positive, optimistic, solution-finding person on the inside, is it possible that that shines on the outside? And I use this and these are just questions because I think it's really important about how we feel about ourselves, because one of the big reasons that people are not successful in the world, of course, is self-esteem. So the way we feel about ourselves, where does that come from? So have you met people that are absolutely stunningly gorgeous, beautiful on the outside? They look like a supermodel, whether it's a man or a woman. You think, wow, I've never seen such a gorgeous looking human being. But sometimes those people are miserable. They're grumpy, they're sad, they're angry, they're frustrated, they're not happy, they don't love their life. And even though they're stunningly beautiful on the outside, it doesn't seem to shine through their eyes, through their posture, through their body. The reverse of that is, have you met people who are not technically beautiful, but their inner beauty shines so brightly from the inside that they just seem like gorgeous people? And whether they're overweight or out of shape, or they have not the most modern haircut, or they don't have the most modern clothes, or they're not technically what we would call beautiful for a fashion magazine or a social media influencer, they're just beautiful people. Now, what about a combination of both? Is it possible to be beautiful on the inside and that shines on the outside? And where does that come from? And of course, as an exercise professional and the way the human body works, we are designed as humans. The human race is designed to stay alive, to thrive, and to reproduce. So the endocrine system itself is designed to make sure that, one, we don't die, and two, that we survive, but we survive so that we want to reproduce. Now, when it comes to reproduction, there's a lot of things there to do with attraction. And whether you're attracted to somebody who's tall, or they've got ripped abdominals, or they've got broad shoulders, or they've got a beautiful face, or they've got long hair, or there's a lot of things that we all have personal attraction to. But that's what the human body is designed to do, to be attracted to another human being so that we can reproduce. Now, that's not taking any of the emotional or spiritual things into anything, that's just pure biology. So if you want to have a life that thrives in every area, is it possible that you've got to get that endocrine system on fire? You've got to get that endocrine system healthy, fit and strong, so that it keeps you alive, so that when you get stressed, you don't fall in a heat, freeze and die, or get depressed, or lock yourself away for a couple of weeks. And I've been hearing a lot of that lately, where I can't deal with my life, so I just lock myself away. Well, the human body's not designed to be locked away. It's designed to thrive. So survive, thrive, and then reproduce. So if you're upset, if you're miserable, if you're depressed, your body thinks you're going to die. And that's where stress takes over and you freeze and your life goes into a downward spiral. If you decide that you want to, and is it a decision? And I ask that very personally, because if I get really fit and strong, what happens to my brain? when I get puffed, when I lift heavy, I change my brain chemistry so that I feel good. I produce brain-derived neurotropic factor, endorphins, dopamine, serotonin. So I feel happy, feel rewarded, love my life. And the big one is oxytocin. It's a neurotransmitter that's technically called the love drug. So I want to reproduce. Now that happens when I'm healthy, fit and strong and I invest time with great people. Now if I'm locked in a bedroom with the covers pulled over my head because I'm depressed, I'm obviously not going to be investing time with great people. I'm not going to be exercising. I'm not going to be changing my brain chemistry. My brain's just going to be rotting away. I'm going to be getting worse. I'm sharing that with you because you can spend thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars on plastic surgery, on clothes, on makeup, on cosmetics, on changes to the outside of your body. But what if you got the inside sorted? What if you get really fit and really strong? Regardless of how you look, regardless of what kind of teeth you've got, what kind of skin you've got, what kind of hair you've got, what kind of fingernails you've got. What if you get really fit and strong? Is it possible that a lot of those things would sort themselves out? Rather than trying to buy nice clothes, and I always use that example, you can spend $500 on a lovely designer t-shirt. You buy a Gucci t-shirt or a Fendi t-shirt or a Versace t-shirt. You can spend $500 on a t-shirt. You can also spend $5 on a t-shirt from any of the discount stores in the world. If you put a $500 t-shirt on a body that's out of shape or a poor coat hanger, it's not going to look nice. But you can put a $5 t-shirt on a great coat hanger, and that t-shirt's going to look amazing. So how about a combination of both? How about be as fit and strong as you possibly can and see what happens? Rather than whinge, moan and complain, I don't like my body, I'm not beautiful, I need to buy new clothes, I need to get plastic surgery, I need different makeup, I need to spend a lot of money on the outside. What if the first fundamental foundation step was get fit and get strong and see what happens to your body then? A strong skeletal system means good posture. That's a good coat hanger. A strong circulation system, so respiratory and cardiovascular system where you're really fit. Now you've got oxygen, blood flow, nutrient supply to your hair, to your skin, to your nails. So is it possible that they will get better? If your brain's thinking more clearly, is it possible you'll make better decisions about your food? If you're eating healthy food, is it possible that you'll get the right nutrition so that everything works better? So what if the answer was as simple as get puff, lift heavy, get fit, get strong, and see what happens, rather than painting over a rusty car? Now, my tractor doesn't go anywhere, it can't get puffed and it can't lift heavy, it doesn't do any work at all, so it will rust away. That's okay, because it's a garden ornament. But as a human person, as a person that wants to add value to my world, I don't want to rot away. I don't want to rust away. I want to add value to my world every day. And how can I do that? By simply putting on makeup and wearing clothes. I need to be fit and strong on the inside so it shines on the outside. How about you? Super duper doo! How are you? Check out my tractor. It's got a new paint job. Woohoo!